Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another Scrap Your Scraps Thursday night. Tonight we're making our December calendar page, last page for the year, and I've got a little bag of things. So I'm going to try to put this all together to create a page for December. So I only have a little bit of paper, but we have to be careful how we split this up. But I think I may have enough to go across the top with that, and a little left over for the bottom, which would be very cool, and this can be the side. So that's the plan, and then we'll take a look at what's in there afterwards. So to get started, I need my trimmer and this. Now grab my ruler, excuse my head. This is 2 1/16 inches, so I'm going to do that right off the bat. 2 1/16 inch. Make sure I'm lining up on both sides. So that is going to go across the top right off the bat. Now I think I might have enough to go across the bottom. I do, just barely. So we're going to trim this to match the smaller end here. And with all intents and purposes, it should line up just lovely. So let's just get this lined up at the top here. I'm cutting down, so I don't want it to be hanging over it all, because I need every little smidgen of it. So that goes there, that goes there. And this is where you really need to hold it. Right there. Okay. And we will see if that works when we glue it down. Taking the risk. And let's see what happens. I'm going to glue this first. Grab my tape runner. Using the big one today. And we'll go from side to side on this. So I'm just lining up with the bottom. I have more than I need, which is awesome. Just make sure, sorry, I gotta make sure I cover up that black line at the bottom here. And get to the edge of the page. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see what's going on in the back. Awesome. So I'm just going to trim that with a pair of scissors. And now we are going to do the same thing to the top piece. There we go. Lining that up with the top edge. Making sure it covers up that black line. And, ooh, I have nothing left over there. That's very tight. Okay, beautiful. That fit absolutely perfectly. I have a little I can trim at the side here. Just a bare little bit. Hardly anything, but just enough to show. Alrighty, and then I'm going to trim down here. Using the nice long scissors for this long cut. There we go. A little bit off of there. Alright, so we just squeezed in with all of that paper. We don't have any more left. And now I'm just going to go down the sides. I'm not going to use the whole length there. I am going to use the bottom. So let's measure that off with a ruler. That's 9 3/8. 9 3/8, and this is where I always run into trouble. So I'm going to measure top and bottom. That is, okay, so 8, 10, 12, 13 sixteenths by, this is a little more, that's 8, 10, 12, sorry, that's 7/8 at the bottom. So, don't know how that ended up being so different. Let me check that again. Always best to measure twice, cut once. So this is 10, 12, 13 sixteenths. And this one is, yep, bigger. Okay. So we are going to do 7/8 inch wide and then trim whatever's extra. It seems that the cut is not straight. So 7/8. I could probably do it the other way, which would be easier to cut, but oh well, I'm on this side now. Why make it easier on myself, right? Let's just make it hard, because that's what we do. All right. Oh, I forgot to cut the actual length, which I think I said was 9 3/8. 9 3/8. I'm going to need this guy for that. 9 3/8. There we go. Just a little bit off. And 9 3/8. Go. 2 little bitties, and we're good to go. All right. And we're going to use, I like to, because this is so narrow, I like to put my tape rather on right onto the calendar page. Try not to overlap anything. Just tucking it in when you do. And a little piece in between. That looks pretty good. All right. For all intents and purposes, this should be fine from top to bottom. Yep, fit perfectly. It's just a little wider at the top than the bottom. You see it go off at an angle. Might have to trim that up later if it causes a problem getting it into my album. And then this one I'm going to do the same. Line it up at the top, covering the black line. That's funny, it's a bit shorter here. It's almost like the whole paper is a bit off. So we are just going to fudge the distance between the two. There we go. That doesn't seem to be, yeah, that's fine. Okay, and now we get to trim off the excess. There we go. Using the big long scissors so we don't have any little jiggity jaggedy bits. There we go. Done, done, done. And there is our page so far. Ah, that's looking Christmassy. Okay, so I do want to bring out the red, and I'm going to grab my red letters, my favorite red letters. They're nice and Christmassy red, but they may be too red for this, actually. Let's look at these. Nope, those are too burgundy. These are too pink. Oh. And way too purpley red. Oh, I like those. Now, D, E, C. Short an E. You always got to make sure you have the right amount of letters. So, let's try this one. No E's at all. Alrighty then. And those are pink, and I don't like the pink. So, red is not going to be the number to choose, or the color to choose. We're going to look in our green pile. Ooh, sparkly. But I think those might be a two, maybe not. Let's see. That's a B, that's a B, that's a B, that's a D. D, E, C, E, no M. Oh, I could use that one. M, B, E, R. Good enough. I'll buy what that is selling. Now I'm just gonna, oh, I should take my official title makers, and I'm just gonna do a straight one tonight. Making sure that I can read the word thickers, so I've got it on the right side. And I want to put something under here that isn't going to get sticky, because this is paper, and I do not want them to stick. I have a feeling these are going to shed a little tiny bit of glitter, but that's okay at Christmas time. And we'll put our D down. Make sure I have that lined up properly. So I am lining with this first 1/8 of an inch line all the way across. Nice and green and glittery. Okay, you can put this away. All set. Let's get our page back down here. Look at how fun that December is. Now I want to kind of line it up so that it's more or less centered. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So where the two meet, I'm centering it over this square here or down between this line here. Now this letter and that letter are bigger, so I'm going to shift it a little bit. And I think I like what's happening here. Excuse me a moment. Bit of a cough. Just going to put my ruler over top to hold them down. Oops. And then that weight will help me slip out my ruler. And everybody is happily stuck down. Give it a little more of a push. And there's December. Woo! Very fancy. All right. This page is going very quickly. So I have some red letters, I have some little signs, and I have some doodads in here. So this is what I do. Every once in a while when I have a collection or something, or a couple of collections where there's only little bits and pieces left over, I throw them into a bag and I challenge myself to use these things up. So I'm just going to spread these out a little tiny bit so I can see what I've got here. So words, lots of words, lots of words. And what else? A little tag or two. That's another word. Words. Some sentiments. That's a little sticker with cheer on there. And then I have holiday memories. But you know what? We're thinking the pink is not going to go in with this because this is red and green. So pinks are out. Wood might be simple enough. And look at the fun little things. All kinds of merry sayings. Okay, so one thing I want to do is I want to do Xmas on the 25th. So I'm going to get my red, green, and what color would I do? Red, green, and black. There's red. There's a couple of greens. Not sure what I'm going to use yet. Got some metallics here I can use. That's about it. All right. So I'll get myself a piece of scrap paper, which I have loads of at all times. There we go. And I'm just going to write and look at, that's very pinky. Ooh, I like that. So we're going with the metallic one. I have a feeling this is too light green. Yep. It's hardly even visible. This may be too dark green. Yep. And let's see what this metallic green looks like. I'm actually going to go with the non-metallic green, the dark one. And I have my favorite black marker over here as well. Okay, so we're good to go. Now, got to go into the calendar, so we have to find that phone. You know the phone is here somewhere. Right there. Okay. Pulling up the calendar for the month of December. And it says December starts on Sunday. So we're going to start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now we're going to do the same for the red. 2, 3. Wait a minute. I did that again. It's not 2 and 3. It's the number after 4, which is 5. Let me try that again. At least I caught it now. So 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. And we go with green. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 30. There we go. All right. So we have our numbers in. All good to go. And I want to put Xmas. Wow, I have a lot of space here. I probably could have. No, then I have a lot of space up there. So it's neither here nor there. I can decorate a lot at the bottom is a good thing. Okay, so the 25th, which is right in the middle of the month, I want to be able to put the word Xmas, and it's 4 letters wide, which is really going to be just a little too big, so I'm going to have to trim those letters. So we're going to start with the X. I haven't used these, and I want to use them to get them used up. And I am going to slim down the side edges on this. So I have an X. Don't want to drop it right on there. I'm going to drop it on here. Get rid of these little sticky guys. Drop it on here so that I can play around with it. So this is X. There we go. And by trimming them down, I should be able to fit them into the space I want on the page. So let's bring that page back down. And look at how that is. Perfect. That's a little low. That's a little low. There we go. And this is going to be Xmas. So I'm going to line it up. Whoa. That was not so happy. And put my ruler on top and pop it out. There we go. And that is everybody happy. So Xmas is nice and boldly in the middle of, almost the middle of the calendar. So let's look at some fun things to put on the calendar. We can decorate using these two stickers. We have Home for the Holidays, which can take up 2 spots at the bottom here. Centered. Look at that. That was fast. And here comes Santa Claus, can go on the other side. Sort of again. Centered. There we go. And I'm not going to use these guys. They're too 3D, so we're going to forget all of those guys. We have a nice big space. We could put something. I could literally trim this out and stick that in there. But I could also do that there. So I am going to carefully lift this up. Just stick it to the side for a minute, and I am going to trim this to sit at the bottom. There we go. And just going to round the edges a bit. And that can sit in the corner like so. Very happy with that. All right, let's put that down right into the corner. And I think I need to trim this off because it's going down from there. There, that looks more even. There we go. And now this guy can come back, and he can go centered in here. And I need something for in there. I can put cheer. I can put Merry Christmas with the snowman. Or Jolly Holly. What else do I have? Good Tidings, that's a little big. Let's see, let's see. I have some hearts. I think I'll just stick the tag on there. It's a little bit more 3D, so it will bring in some depth up and down. Alrighty, now I want something here. Don't want that. No, too much. That'd have been better down there. Oh, I could put that down there. This could go up here as Holly Jolly because it's a different color. Put my snowman down here. I'm going to pop dot him. See, sometimes I change my mind right in the middle of everything. You never know what's going to happen. So I'm going to put this here, a little bit more on either side. Get my powder tool. Lots of reaching today. I've got a bunch of projects on the go. Just powder in here. The reason I'm doing that is in case when I put the calendar page into the album, things get compressed. I don't want the sticker to stick down and then cause a problem with the pop dot. So now we take the backings off the pop dot and we put the popped snow globe right in the center. Oh, isn't that fun? Christmas is about decorations and sometimes gaudiness, so I'm not even worried about the different things that I am doing on here. That's gonna blend. Let's see. Do I put Merry Christmas? Happy Holidays. Good fill in that spot. Like that. Let's move this over so I can get into full screen here. Excuse me. Again. See, unfortunately, that is all green. That's too much green. Merry Christmas. Wish list. Nope. Happy Holidays. Joy. Or I could put joy this way, because I could make those letters go any way I want. Possibly. Or I have Mary. But Mary's a bit too long for there. What else do I have here? Home for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Nah, don't like the green. Cheer again is going to be too long. Although, I might be able to get away with that. But then everything is, the balance is off. I think I'm going to do joy. And I'm going to have it bounce around. So the letters are on jaunty angles. There we go. I like that. You know what? I think I'm done. I think that must be the fastest calendar page I've ever done. Look at that. Isn't that fun? Absolutely. I still have to put Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, which you'll see in the opening credits. But that's it, folks. My very fun and funky... Oh, am I going to keep that there? There, not there. There, nah, not there. There we go. Now this is the final page. Look at that. And I might put some glossy accents, so maybe it's not the final page. Okay. I have trouble stopping. We've got glitter up there. Let's put a little glitter in our star. And this glitter doesn't play well on slippery paper, so I'm not going to glitter. I am going to use Glossy Accents, or liquid glass or whatever you have. And I think I'm going to go in and just pop up those snowflakes that are on the snow globe. And what can I do? Oh, I can do Santa's beard, all the white parts on his outfit down here. There's some glossy accents just to give him some depth. What about here? I can do the snowflakes in the sky. There we go. And I can just do a dot in the center of this to give it a little bit of oomph. That's that side. I can just Glossy Accents Joy. So we have some shining on there. It's not perfect because I don't have like a very fine head on here, but it will do. And we have snowflakes here, so let's just put some dots in the center of all the snowflakes, and that'll give it some texture. Oh, totally missing these guys. Let's just glossy accent the berries. Amazing how fast that went. And that's it. That is totally it. That's all I'm doing. So you can see the glossy accents on those berries, on the joy, on the snowflakes, and then at the bottom they give some depth to the bottom. Lots of fun! And there you have it. Thank you for joining me tonight. If you enjoyed this, please share with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe at the end of the video, underneath the video. See you next week. Bye now.